What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast. And we're recording live from the sunny state of Florida, but we are inside of the Circle House studio with the international Inner Circle band featuring Mr. Ian and Mr. Roger Lewis and Toto. What's going on, gentlemen?
Yeah, we in Miami here, Circle House Studio, the home of Inner Circle. Everything is good.
Everything is great. And you, Mr. Toto?
Yes, home of the hits.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And Mr. Ian, how are you doing tonight?
Well, thank God for life,
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Tomorrow is not promised to nobody. Rich, poor, bad man, good man, real man, all kind of man, life,
Get you 100%. Listen, when I get to sit down and speak to people that's been in this industry from before I was even born, and I get to see things from your eyes, it's always amazing. So I got some really good questions. I hope we're going to get some really good answers and get to really showcase to people your personality and what you guys been through as a band, through the many changes up and down and all that good stuff, and still here till 2024. You understand? All right. What part of Kingston are you guys from?
We're like in Mona,
Mhm.
Kingston 7, campus of the university. My father was the assistant librarian and at some point the librarian of the original UWI from 1948 after them come back from World War II. And yeah, that's where we pretty much grew up, went to JC, Mona Heights.
All the childhood prep
Well,
school.
prep school business that. But high school
Halfway
thing, JC, Ibn Cooper, Mona Heights, and Monday, our first musical journey.
Yeah.
Even while on the campus, got to get the Caribbean feel, Trinidadian Calypso feel. Used to see Mighty Sparrow all the time.
Okay.
Steel band business. At one time I used to interact with many of the students that were there and play music with them.
Tuesday morning.
Steel band, and one of them was the now Prime Minister of St. Vincent, Ralph Gonzalez, Yellow Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So it was a good vibe back then. And even music-wise, because I know the band was formed in 68. What made you guys decide to form a band? What type of musical...
Well, let me
thing
give
did
you
you
an
do for?
experience,
Okay.
if you want to understand. In Jamaica, there was some bands called the Road Band
Mhm.
that would go and play at different locations every weekend. You had the Mighty Vikings, you had Byron Lee and the Dragonaires, Ingrid Chin and the Avengers, Kestin,
Of Carlos Malcolm,
the Africa Jamaica Rhythm.
Scatterlights, original Scatterlights.
So what used to happen in the university is that you have the individual hall, you have Taylor Hall, Mary Seacourt Hall. So each of these halls would bring one of the road bands to come and play. But the main place used to play at a place called the Students' Union, which was down on the campus, leading, pretty similarity near to Augustown. So what used to happen is that, the students would request who they want to listen to. So they brought the Merry Men from Barbados. That time they have, You Sweet Me and all these songs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So seeing that with the mixture of music, it opened your eyes because we used to live way on West Road, but we could hear the music from there. So we used to jump on bicycle and walk and go down and just hold your ears outside and listen to all the different
It was
bands.
fascinating,
Yeah.
because things that, as a young man, you picnic,
Yeah.
you love them things and you hear the sound and, it go when you're young.
Would you say girls were a part of it too, where because the girls, like people that played music or was in a band, kind of drove you towards music too to get some more girls?
Girls.
As 11, 12 years old, I don't know.
Wait, you have to understand something. Jamaica in those days, you have troublemaker still, but it was a very innocent living, because what we used to do, anywhere you go, you have to walk.
That's right.
So we used
All
to
right,
walk.
bicycle.
Yeah, 5, 10 of us that walk
Right.
and talk. By the time you turn on the reach crossroads, so it was the party. If it wasn't on the party scene, or we was too young to go to the party, because every week there's a party. somewhere with a Mona Ice, Oprah style,
close vicinity.
Harbor View.
Right.
But we most used to listen to the music. Because you hear the band music playing. So that's why I think it kind of instituted life itself inside of us. Just hearing the band music, you know?
Girls never really playing a part in music at that stage of the game when we first started.
I remember, you know, them days we were very much influenced by R&B, Motown, all them kind of growing up. I remember, you know, in our family, we had all the family members who were 6 years, 5 years, 10 years older than we were. But they were really, my sisters, and they were really into the Benny King, the Temptations, this James Brown, and it was hard party, and then friends come over and then
pass them, you know.
That, you know, anything when they hit black people, hit that, then the R&B. You know what I mean? So that really kind of helped us along. We love music. And my father did love music.
Okay.
Was a love of classical music. The Mario Lanza, what them play Oklahoma. I remember listening to all that kind of stuff. You know, I don't know. It was a very much English.
But in essence, remember, the movies in Jamaica played a big part then, you know.
For sure.
Just to go to Caribbean, you know.
Yeah.
On a Friday, you know, Regal was like, your world come, the world come. But remember, one of the biggest movies at Jamaica, I remember that you was a thing named Students Prince, you know, which was an opera. Mario Lanza. Playing every theater across Jamaica.
And that was the big movie.
Opera.
Yes.
Now imagine Jamaica people are no gunman and they just bow and suit up the opera. Opera. That's what Jamaica people was listening to. Mario, ask anybody who is 69, 70.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know who they about at them 80-year-old now, but that Mario Lanza movie,
Opera.
Student Prince, was one of the biggest movie in Jamaica.
You know, at our age too, we revere the local band so much. And when you copy, you want to be like them, you want to be like the Byron Lees, the Vikings, the Scatterlights, the Virtues, all of them was, and we used to love watching them. We used to come to Mona Center, and then we used to start to get to know the individual people in the band. If we didn't know them personally, we know that man is this, and then you grow. I used to love certain songs and used to play, and you know, keep playing, and they had the Sonny and Victor Wang them in the Vikings. And Vic Taylor and etc.
Diverse. Dynamon in the band, black man in the band, all kind of people.
So at the early times, it was more influenced by American R&B and that Motown and that type of stuff here is what everybody was listening to.
All the islands. So was England and so was Canada.
Many of our old hits, that we say old hits, is cover of American stuff.
100%. 100%.
When I fall in love, when I fall in love.
But not only that, you have to also think that back then, radio, American radio,
there you go,
A&M, we could actually listen to it in Jamaica.
Yeah, it was coming from Miami.
Yeah.
And not only that, the radio station, I own two very big radio stations, RJR and JB's. They all made it simpler. It was number one. It was genuinely number one. You know, and there was a lot of R&B. Reggae wasn't that, but still, we had the Desmond Deckers, the Baba and the Young, Gifted, and Black Baba Marcia. And all them things that we were growing up from them time. The Jamaican music was powerful all over the world, even then.
Yeah.
I make, what Desmond Decker tune was again? Poor Israelite. Yeah, Millie Small. Yeah.
My Boy Lollipop.
It's a different level of appreciation.
That is correct.
That you would understand what a song was saying and you'll be influenced by it. And it produced some very great singers, Leroy Stiblis, it's Slim Smith. It produced some very great singers because, you know, the Jamaica people is the greatest in copying, man.
Yes, we kill them with that.
As you hear something bomb.
Yeah, man, they sound like the man, they know, man, they sound like.
So when was the first time you actually got hold of an instrument to say, okay, this is the instrument that I want to play?
Everybody wanted to play. When I was really young and coming up, especially influenced by the diverse, the Trinidadians especially, and all who played the pan, was the steel drum. And that's where we kind of first ever kind of instrument as such. A steel drum, like a steel pan. Steel drum was the greatest, but we and others too, the Wanderers and the Jamaican little band, it was great.
Yeah.
You know, then after that is the influence of the Byron Lees and especially the Vikings. I used to love Vikings. Brown. I got to know Hopwood and Alamande. So gravitated to the guitar. Start playing ping pong.
Yeah.
Self-taught. And then for me, and for us really, Ibu Cooper. Really the one who, he evolved to teaching at Edna Manley School of Music and is revered for that right up to the last. Cooper taught many. It was always a teacher that. And I was still revere him and still talk.
A lot of respect for what he has done for Jamaican music and teaching the young generation. I mean, for me personally, I was a trombone player in the school band. I went to Excelsior, which is a different school from these guys. But, I was interested in the music. And I met a guy named Charlie Ace. And Charlie Ace got me involved with a young band at the time that was known by many names. Yeah, they were known as the Upsetters, the Aggravators.
Most of the man come out of the band.
Youth professional, it was called youth professionals at the time, with the Barrett brothers.
Family and Carly.
And that's where my musical training into reggae actually developed among those guys. I mean, hence the influence with Bob Marley and other people.
Remember them good old festival days? Good sweet and dandy. So love that. Because Stadium and remember Desmond Decker. UNIT, what do you want to
Unity.
I used to love,
Yeah.
Cherry.
That's what we grew up with.
A great Cherry.
Well, we were involved with Cherry. I talking about before that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even then, it was you guys. When did you guys start out playing reggae, or what were you guys playing at first? Because in '68, I don't think reggae was really.
You have to remember, as I said before, that was the standard,
and
everybody followed the standard. Was the only band, as I can recall, that was playing anything like really kind of original today, but them used to, put other things. But Scatterlight. Carlos Malo come a little bit, but basically Scatterlight. Everybody was dance music to make people dance. And you go to the biggest dances, and Byron Lee used to play for the big, and the club, and in the club, you sing other people's tune. And then you would have when I went to see like Byron Lee and the Vikings, they would have guest artists come. Toots would come and we tune them in the middle of their thing, and Jimmy Cliff, scan, everybody scan from them days. You know what I mean?
So the band
originality was mainly with the artist and not so much with the band.
Because the band was almost like, if you were considered modern days, almost like a DJ back then that would play the music to keep the party, the party moving.
Yeah, keep the party moving. Calypso, reggae, slow tune, funky. You play everything.
Yeah. Okay, that was it. So then what had happened in '68 now for you to say, okay, let's now put together
let me just give the timeline as on me see some, can't really get it. I remember one of the first thing that dawned on us is when we really hooked up with Jacob. Jacob really came around in terms of original thing. And there was this show that we went and playing in San Francisco. We were backing up with a backing band. We used to back everybody.
Yeah.
Toots and Dennis Brown in San Francisco. And we went over to San Francisco, California, some other places. All these back for reggae. And you have a play in other man tune. You can play your song and them appreciate it so much because them appreciate Toots original stuff, D Brown original stuff. And that is where I believe the turning point came. I would say, listen, if this we're gonna start write some tune, and Jacob had stuff already that he used to do with other producers. What name?
Pablo.
Augustus Pablo. Jacob was everywhere on.
Yeah.
Keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
How did you even connect with Jacob?
He connect with us.
How did Jacob Miller connect with you guys at that time?
Well, listen, in the transition of playing, you know what I mean? One of the biggest shows you start in Jamaica is Christmas morning. It mainly was done at the Carib Theatre and Crossroads, but some of it used to be done at Regal on the road. And every time we would see Jakes come and Jakes ask them, oh, me the real singer, you know. Because them the Jakes have a big soul. And Jakes, any stylistic, any childlike, anything, Jakes ready to sing them tune there. So it was like a constant, like, you know. So I mean, what really spawned the whole of that was when, remember, you know, we and Turtle was one band, you know. But those days we was playing in a club named Tunnel. We was playing like,
As I said, jukebox thing.
band's business.
Band's business make people dance. And
Realistic.
whichever band can sound
music.
like more like the
Right.
original record, the man rate you. But the man just sound like.
Right. So when the DJ sign off, we like him sign
Right.
off with no, we come in with it. We segue into it and them thing, there's them thing we used to do. And then like Calypso and them thing there with a live band is different. Those days before Stoker come in, it was Calypso. You know, man, Mr. Walker and all them
Yeah,
tune there.
Sparrow.
And you know,
Kitchen.
it was we never really mirrored the Byron Lee with the 3-4 man up front and on
Yeah,
section
we changed that a little bit.
with sign on the
Yeah,
side and
Yeah, because
we never really mirrored that.
Inner Circle, Third World, Tomorrow's Children was a different thing. Because I remember a quick story. And these people, the policeman on the side, somewhere on the countryside, they want to ban them. So, okay. So, them thinking that in their mind, everybody's like buying their bike with the pipe down section. And so we turn up on them. So when the inspector said, wait, but the hands man them there.
Chop boy.
Well, chop boy. Why don't you say, no, man, lock up the band, man.
But the wickedest thing with those things, you know, when they go to country and start from 8 o'clock, you know, don't bother come 12 o'clock about good night, my love. You know. Man say, oh, the cock don't crow yet, you know. What do them young boy? You have to play till morning and come. You understand? And you have to lick some salmon plant, piece of corn. You have to, in other words, back in the day, we used to have a stain, so you have to versatile. You understand?
Yeah.
You have to can sing everything.
Anything.
You understand? It's a different era now, you know, because those days you had people to look up to. You understand? In terms of the musicness and the musicianship that you have to try and
Musicianship.
you have to learn
Right,
to tune them and you have to have
Right.
your repertoire ready. Because
You have to be a musician. Good or bad, you have to be a complete a certain.
Was music. So did Eric Donaldson, was this in the early times when you guys had connected with Eric Donaldson
was
also?
70. And we used to the festival. We used to
the backing
for
band.
the festival, my backing band, the festival commission. And we go all over the island and back up and start with all 30 man. And you have to trim it down every day. You go St. Thomas, you go Portland, you go Montego Bay. And then we pick. And then the culmination came to Kingston. And he was one. And you know, I remember the first time we sang a Sombrero Club. And then I with Cherry Baby. As we have Cooper and all the way, then you know, more of it. And you know, them jam they can't take no quick time, you know, because you have 30 man to deal with, you know. So you're not picking nobody this one. Get telling the man who come to much big arrangements and all over the place. Yeah, all right, man. But he definitely stood out. And I remember him wanted to play like but every time I was trying to play my guitar with him, I remember Cooper saying, that's great. But he never really like that. But we thought that, you know, and to tell if we convince him. But see, when it reached and start cheer on the place, then forget about it.
Yeah, he wanted to play a straight.
Straight scap.
Chap.
Yeah.
But him on that 3 strings and a guitar. So there's no way you can borrow it still, but when you make the change them,
Yeah.
it couldn't work.
But that riff, man, that riff there was, infectious everything. That night when it last, the competition and stereo,
Man,
cheer on the place.
straight from stage theater straight to
Straight to the
studio.
studio, Dynamic Studio. Tom Cohen and others.
Was that the first record that you guys appeared on?
Nah, man.
Mhm.
Used to do all kind of records.
But
Used to do
earlier, remember what I told you? What was session rate back in the day? Tell you.
Something like about what is it, £6 at the time?
$6.
$6.
something
It
like
went
that.
from 3 to
$6.
$6.
$6.
So you imagine that.
Mhm.
$6.
Derek,
Was nothing.
we used to do a lot of stuff with Derek with Scotty. You remember Scotty?
Of course.
Not the Scotty.
Jam rock style.
We used
all
to do
them
stuff
tune
with
there.
Scratch. Thin Legs is the man. that
Chosen few.
You're right. You know, we used to
One
do that
dice.
one.
If you make love to me,
Well, make love to me,
then that's it. But the thing about it is what I want to express to your audience to make them know. Music was music, you know. Remember, you know, we are listening stylistic. People make the world go around. You had singers that could emulate these songs. You understand? It is still the foundation of Jamaican music till today.
100%.
That era is the foundation. From recover and do this
If you think of listen to all the music that's being done nowadays, it's all a copy of what was done in the 70s
and in
and
then
60s.
you can't rock no party without some D Brown and some old time Gregory. Listen and Toots on the back. Still living till today. Remember, you know, still living. The drums and the bass was the foundation. Because a tune can start boom, boom, but you start rocking just the bass line. You know it's just you. Now, the tunes them don't, nowadays music don't have an ID then. You know? You don't know where. Like, all right, I'm on a Treasure Isle. Treasure Isle have a sound, you know.
100%.
Studio One have a sound, you know.
100%.
You understand me? So every label, every outlet for the music has a sound. You would know the sound. But a studio, but them some Studio One now. Because the music was of a high standard. I mean, the recording quality is not like now, but basically, remember, you know, one cut, you know, one cut. Because drum, bass, everything will go down one time. Yeah. Everything tie up. It's not about mix the tune. Pro Tools, matter.
One
four
shot.
track.
That's it.
Four track.
But I think that's why that music sounded so special, because you had to perfect your craft to put it on a record.
But
even if there was a mistake.
You know what I believe too? I'm going to tell you what is my opinion. There was some form of heavy musicianship from Roderick, Horsemouth, this man, Lydie, Cyan Robbie, you know, Gregory Lynn, this man is from Channel, North Parade, to Joe Gibbs Studio.
Eyeglass Rest, man.
So is that vibe used to go around with
any man who don't know Eyeglass Rest, him not know the date.
Listen.
Any artist in the world where you want to find. Just turn right side around this stuff.
You have Gladys.
Everybody big you to the Mustang.
Jackie Jackson.
Up, you know what I mean?
Hugs Brown. Remember in all them foreign tunes. When we Rados,
Instant Grenan.
You have that vibe. Nowadays, everybody lock off. There's no camaraderie kind of like man look a studio there,
One man with a computer and a studio and a man change that, change good. When they have 6 man a play and the vibe
and a man, yeah.
That different. You know?
The studio itself is magic.
We not knock what go on now. Them a do them thing, cause every generation have a
I know it upon in a kind of way, the kind of or power in within the history of Jamaican music coming from them back in the days, you know, and maybe a lot of people don't know about inner circle involvement. And man, they just say, oh, la, and that, and you know. But our roots run deep from scratch to there with the holy tune we play upon. Bob Marley, the first album we play upon album, Get a Fire album, Spirit of it. So we did it in the mix of everything. Peter Touch used to come play on all our tuning.
Forward just a children. Peter Touch playing guitar and it.
You know, talking about that too, I want to mention this because a lot of people over the years, one of the crucial reggae album that Inner Circle is associated with is what of them?
Oh, Folium on them.
Folium on them, yeah.
Can't remember.
Visual Vibration.
The same song album, the
Visual
first
Vibration.
one.
That's
same
us.
song
That's
as us.
Inner
We
Circle.
play, produce that whole album.
That's Inner Circle.
And enough man may say, well, the man don't know roots, the man don't know this, them. No, but we in the thick. Act out of my tune in paper. It's the biggest reggae tune.
One of the biggest things that we did as a band, and we never do it with a plan. We split Jacob Miller music and Inner Circle music.
Yeah.
Explain to me. What do you mean by
tenement yard could I say as Inner Circle.
Yeah.
But we split, we put Jacob the Liquid, all them songs that was we put as Jacob songs. We
write them, make them, produce them, everything.
Okay, but you guys really pushed
Jacob. One man have to really big up though. We have to big up this man if everybody's supposed to know.
The great
Melchizedek, Chinaman, the hard Melchizedek man.
Those
My
men is
respect, sir.
foundation.
I respect Mr.
The other
Sly.
day we went to Jamaica
Booga, booga,
and
booga,
did
booga.
something for
Pa, pa, na, pa, na, pa, pa. Pa, na, pa, na.
Ibu Cooper.
Jenny
Yeah.
and her sister from Manchester. The great Slides and yeah man, we did a wicked man.
We did this thing in Jamaica for Michael Ibu Cooper.
Mhm.
You know, his memorial. And China came and played with us at JST, which is our old school. I'm gonna tell you, man, it was a
Magic.
dream, man. The way the man all the instruments.
No, man,
You would believe that all the players on stage were playing together
Years.
for years.
Just how the man,
You know?
all the instrument and romance it. I don't know if the younger generation realize, you know. It's a level thing. It's like difference between making love and having sex. You know what I mean? You have to have a medium when you romance the instrument that it, you know, hold on. You know what we invent and plenty man do know? You say live show, drum and bass,
Drum and bass.
and run price. And we invent them things there.
All right, we didn't have to say no more. Let's go back to peace concert. See, we never ended the thicker thing. And we never the thicker roots and the thicker everything. How come we was there on stage with Jacob? Peace
Remember,
concert,
you know,
Bob Marley,
Bob
Peter
bring
Touch.
Prime Minister
Come on,
them
man.
together, you know. But Jakes bring the roots together.
And the roots, Claudia,
Massey,
Bucky, and
Marshall, all of them
Bones and
come on the stage. Cause we all of them instruments when you set up. Because remember, you know, it's two shows, you know. You have Smile Jamaica and you have One Love Peace kind of movie. It kind of get mixed up.
Yeah, it kind of get mixed up.
But there were
Because
two different shows.
Two
No.
different things.
Smile Jamaica was when Bob Lee gets shot.
Mhm.
Peace Concert is when Bob Marley came back to Jamaica.
Right.
You understand? That is when that all the first time you get a PA system that cover stadium come from America and set up in there. You had Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones.
Everybody.
Everybody, the vibe was electric in Kingston. Electric because the ghetto on fire, the police, the people, the vibe of the music. It was unbelievable, man.
And Peter Touch did it.
Yeah,
Bob,
man.
Michael Manley, Thiago, Claudia, them.
First time man I walk with weed in them hand. Walk with weed and man. I grade and places. I said, no, always walk on. But those were the electric days. That the vibe was there. That's why people in the world that addicted to reggae music and Sunsplash and the whole people coming to Jamaica forget that fire.
But
Yeah,
even
man.
but even talking about that, as you mentioned, Sunsplash, there's another episode again of Inner Circle's involvement in creating something. Before that, shows in Jamaica were done indoors.
Most of them.
Most of them was at a theater or someplace like
It was
that.
indoors at that time.
Yeah, we decided that we wanted to take it outdoor. So we started a thing called Reggae, Sun, and Ting,
Sponsored by
sponsored
King.
by the staff drink Ting.
Grapefruit drink man
Yeah.
King.
Reggae, Sun, and Ting,
And thing.
right? And we went around the island. We had to go to a
I'll
company-
go to Ucho,
UDC. We went to UDC.
right. Urban Development
Control
Corporation.
sites. And we got the permission to use these
Yeah, but
sites.
the thing you must realize is that the man at the UDC was the head of the UDC at that time to give us permission was Tony Johnson, who went after that and farm,
Synergy.
still a jam
Synergy.
farm Sunsplash.
Reggae,
Him
Sun,
just
Splash.
So where you think him get that
Right
idea
where-
from?
It all makes sense. That's why I like to have these conversations, because there's a lot of missing parts. Yeah, you could see stuff on the internet, talk to this person here, talk to this person there. But once you get it all together, then you get a bigger picture of what's really happened in the business itself.
As I said before, what I want you to raise your audience is I want them to understand that reggae music is not an overnight sensation. It's not something someone just go on. This thing go from him before we, you know, from Derek Morgan, John Bigo.
Right.
This thing come right up, you know, from ska to rock steady to when, remember now, you know, when it changed, you know, then the religious style of Rasta come in. It's like you'll have to do a 5-part series and talk to people from that era. We can tell about our era.
For sure.
But
Yeah, we
as
can tell
young
about
people,
we, yeah.
we was so interested and so focused in it because it held you. It was something when you go Christmas morning show and you Boris Gardner, you see him on the
Yeah.
bass
And the man on the Jiving Juniors and Derek Harriott that sing Solomon was the you start from
Alton.
wicked
Yeah, man.
Alton Ellis.
Yeah.
You know, these people was
Oh,
great
yeah.
artists, you know.
Christmas coming.
Not some joke artists, man. Talk.
Alton
Singers, John Owl.
Yeah, man.
Singer. When the man can sing with any American, them can go for anything and hold them.
Melodians, Pokey. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Hey, look at a man like Pokey. Remember, you know.
Rivers of Babylon.
Rivers of Babylon that
Man,
he
man.
did went on to influence who? Them call her Bones, you know. The name Liz, you know. That group, till today,
Boney M.
is one of the biggest groups outside of Jamaica with Jamaicans in there, you know.
Boney
You know,
M.
they used to go all around the world. It
World.
was so big in America. But Russia, they went to
Asia,
Russia,
all around the world.
all around the
Europe, yeah,
world.
big.
And it's Pokey's version of Rivers of Babylon,
Babylon.
they listen to.
The river.
Because even with Boney M now, how I remember Boney M, it was really their Christmas CD or the
Right.
Christmas album
Right.
is what I remember. Boney M being
Well,
big,
it's
but they had a
listening-
different
The
vibe to it.
producer for Boney M used to be a chef on a ship. Used to come out of the Caribbean. And when he used to
Sure.
come, he used to,
Yeah.
at night time, he used to hear them
All
singing the
Who
songs
the
at the
on
ship.
ship mostly? Jamaican ones in the Caribbean, and the Jamaican music are played. That's why the man pick up the vibe. Frank Ferrian. And who else made Frank Ferrian famous? Who else?
I love to love you, baby.
No, Robert Ross.
man. Robert Ross,
Robert
man.
Ross.
Yeah.
Robert Ross, yeah.
It's
It's interesting.
reggae history has never been told in the right way that people understand. Let me tell you about a madman. The bottom part of it was a very strong construction because we grew up on that and we learned a lot from that to understand professionalism, how to produce a show, how to perform on a show. You don't just get a record and run on the stage. I've seen Jamaica get to the stage where the artists don't even in the studio and a tune make. You remember when they had the big flood up there? And the man make a tune name, no one can cross it. That man didn't even go in the studio. Somebody took his voice,
Right.
put it on a track, and the tune, all man make dance all time. No one can cross it. I'm not fighting it, you know, because everybody have to eat, you know.
Fisherman.
But when you take it and turn it into something,
Oh, we hard, man. Jamaica
keep it
don't
in the
play with us.
pantomime mode. Don't take it and say, well then, that is real. You understand? I'm not, as I said, we're not here to fight. Because of them say we are elder. You understand? But I look at it in this way. What God has done for us and given us. Almighty God help us to the level where we can today look back and look down and heal and say, blow, wow.
Yeah.
That's where we come from. Where it is.
But
You know, for real, 3 years, you know,
before we
but
came
just
in the
look at the
room,
work.
and we're talking about inner circle as such. And I told you that tidbit, inner circle song, Sweat, la 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 la, was #1 in Germany for 14 weeks. I don't think as that's a non-German song. They maybe have a German song that's the #1 song. But as an outside international song. And many people don't know that. Every time I say, well, God, give it 1 week. I say, Father, you better give it 1. I have to give it 1 and go laugh after. I said, why only get it 1? I said, give it 2. After 2, we're good to go. Then 3, then 4. I said, damn. That became
Question for you.
time.
Do you have any personal memories of Jacob Miller? Something that a lot of people didn't see
A lot.
out front.
A lot of personal memories about Jacob Miller. You know, and I was speaking about one of them yesterday. We were in Belgium doing a TV show. And some guy think it was funny to throw a paper cup or something on stage.
No, tell them, she has shoes.
Yeah. And we were performing Sinners at the time.
Sinner,
And
gonna weep and
moan. Sinners, Jake stepped off the stage, sinners.
Jake's full of joke, man. That man gregarious. That man, I don't know Jake's eat anybody. All I know, Jake is a one of a kind.
Never again to come.
One of a kind.
One of the greatest moments.
The greatest,
Jacob Miller.
another thing I remember was we were on this big show. I can't remember exactly which one of them it was, but some big show. I think it was Reading Festival. And everybody's saying, even the guy who was supposed to be our manager at the time was saying, oh, you guys shouldn't play. I think we should just pack it up and go home. Jake says, listen, man, people out there, don't worry, our Ray's out there.
As long as people out there can mash up.
But guess what? The following day, the paper wrote, Inner Circle is the only band that did not play for their pocket.
But you have to understand the concept of this thing. This is the biggest of the biggest rock and roll artists in the world in 1970.
Rock festival.
Rock festival, and it is no Glastonbury, no, it's the No Festival. We are the biggest, the History Youth and GSE, them. That festival was Reading in 1979, and it grew into what is that. You have to understand where this was and what it was. They didn't want us on the festival. Chris Blackwell was on the island, Chris Blackwell at the time. Chris influenced and everything, kind of push us on against
Plus the guy who worked for Marquee, the guy
yeah,
from Marquee.
kind of relent a little bit and say, yeah, okay, time pass. Some figures, so when it's time near to the headline time now, well, boom, you see, we tried, and no, just nobody didn't want it because I'm so-called some bad experience with a reggae band the year before, and it's a reggae boring, and so eventually there was a little opening that we got like 20 minutes, and the man say, in a circle, and enough man, even one of us say, you know, forget it, we're not forced to self, man. And Jake said, no man, crowd out there. From crowd out, the man can mash up this thing, man. And when Jake step out, the man fly. Remember, you know, Jake is a man like a sponge. You know. If you give Jake that and tell Jake, say, that's the measure for match it down, don't care is what. Jake, I'm going to climb the post.
I'm going to give you that
plus.
One of the greatest memories of Jacob Miller. This is, but 200%. They hired us to play when the man became king and the marriage from, I think it was
Prince and Princess
one of them.
And one of them.
So they put on a big thing at Jamaica House. And it was right by the outside lawn, and them have dancers and drummers and opera singers and everything.
And we put on Jamaica.
And everybody. So the man said, you guys, just play some like a nice tune, you know? Because them going to be eating and not paying attention to it. Just take it easy. Jake says, how do the boy, man? So Jake said to Mike, he said, good night to all the dignitaries and all the people here around Queenie, Holy Corner, everything good.
And the place teared down.
The woman laughed till she couldn't laugh no more, man. And so when the night done, to make a little anniversary come with that note and say, thank you for making me feel like a human being. But Jake says, I just tell him stay now. Because nobody don't
full of vibes.
No, man, nobody tell him the woman name, you know.
I'm quick to, you know, quick.
Them just say Queenie.
The man say, thanks. You know, on your, time off, and maybe in the future you might thinking about like Hollywood and on BBC and thing, and maybe make a cowboy movie. Jake said, no. We're not a cowboy. We're not a cowman. We're not in a boy business.
No, that youth there. One of the biggest magazine editor in England. Down who comes to the big crosses that, you know, every man is roots, rasta, but here is in a circle, come that song name, everything is great. So Chris Blackwell said, well, no, someone little foolishness. He went go to the Jake must go to the editor and sit down about candid talk with her. But Jake said, well, really? The rest of the Jake said, no man, I'll cook some food for him. Just cook the only beef and cabbage, man, you know. And we two lyrics that the woman, you know, the one write about 4 pages on the band.
Listen,
New Musical Express.
We get the center page, the front page, the center page.
No, but that's what it is. And it's not a planner.
Yeah.
You understand?
No, right on the spot. Jake's make up thing.
Yeah, man.
Right on the spot, man. I want to tell you, he was very versatile.
Yeah.
Those days,
Very God-given talent. You know, like Jake.
those days in Jamaica,
One of a kind.
the
The
music
Jake
will never come back.
didn't know, can you imagine? But it was really God-given talent, and
You could see
the
that.
man, if you would go back to some of them old videos, 79, 88, I remember the March 23rd, 80.
You ever
You
seen
know.
the movie Rockers?
We were just about to get there. That was going to be my next question. What was it like being in a movie?
You ever seen that movie?
Of course. I seen Rockers.
When
yes.
you see we at the bandstand, and them say Jet out, Jake's had 100 and something degree fever. When you see him on that stage
It's
that
like
night,
100 and 203 fever.
fever.
And director says, action. You can never tell.
Let me tell you how he was kind of liked and well loved, the people. There's certain things that Jake did that other artists couldn't. Jakes take off a policeman hat with a split. And a man him gone to jail.
Yeah.
The Minister of Security called Jakes the next day. When his name was Dudley.
Yeah.
And said, Jacob, what are you trying to do to the constabulary force? And the man is there, the policeman is taking off his hat and smoking weed. And if it was all Baby Peter was trying to get beaten with Jakes.
You know what? You know what we do the next day after the minister called? Studio. We just make a tune and say, please, Mr. Minister, a word with you. Only take a moment, sir, so don't just through. You know, fight against the wrong man. You know, fight against the cigarette smoker. You understand? Yes, you know these things give asthma, rasma. Oh, we just lick it back, boom.
Yeah, man, Jake.
Yeah, man. That tune, the man, I tell you, man. What is so it is? Remember, you know, in jest in Jamaica, in pantomime, in songs, man used to throw jive on one another, and,
Right.
you know, but it's music. It's the music and the songs and the creation of the melodies. Sugar Minot, wicked. Please, Mr. DC, rough up a draw for commissioner. You know, so the music, it's wicked. Them tune, they play in a dance. Or 15 times, them tune, they
The
play,
Bionic
man.
Dread.
Yeah, man. 15
Jacob
times.
Miller the Killer.
Yeah, man, but
Fire. The ghetto on fire.
But then you have another thing now where, remember, you know, Jakes was crossroads to Alfred, you know. I don't mean in a car, you know. I mean walking, Bridget.
Float parade.
When you get off a Russell Road, it's a route, you know. It's a route. In Jamaica, them days of people that walk, man. But I think Jakes get from bus. Jakes just come on the bus ground and say, and I sing like every
Jolly
thing.
Josie.
Yeah, man, people them say, what do you want? What do you want?
That you never sing.
You have to sing for your fear to get on the bus.
There
And
you
move
Yeah,
go.
forward.
man, Elvis Presley, man, he kill you with Elvis
I remember
Presley.
one of the first time I meet Jakes, and Jakes said, boy, stop for some place to buy food. That first time really, sit with the man. The man goes, the man come back with about 3 bucks. That's it. Then you go eat some. Hold on, man. Jakes have a curve box. What do you have about? Chips.
And rice.
And rice.
And ketchup. Don't forget,
Ketchup.
don't forget ketchup.
The man going to the curve box. The man take out all the bone, he go eat bone. Then he put it in back. Then he take the chip and he put the rice and the curve and stir up everything. Then he throw the ketchup. I said, where this man come from?
It's just when you have, it seems like he was born with this spirit
I tell
of
you,
this a special light.
You
Yes,
can't hate
yes,
Jake.
definitely.
You cannot hate Jake, man. You have to love him, man.
Bob Marley saw that. That's why them started from.
Yeah, Imam Bob was like,
In
man.
fact, we played a concert with Stephen Marley on the 4th of May. I was talking to him after the show by the bus there. And he said he has a song that Bob and Jakes did together on
yeah,
the tape.
Steve said that. Him have the tune.
So it was never, they never released it
No.
officially.
No, it's just jamming. Jakes
Yeah.
and man, just the jamming thing.
Imam Bob always vibing.
Mhm.
I'm hoping Steve not hear that. Your virgin will come hear that.
So I don't know.
One of my favorite Inner Circle Jacob Miller songs is Tenement Yard.
What do you mean?
All right, that song, because that song has so much, just how
Hear
he
them
put
say,
it together. You know what I mean?
dreadlocks can
Well,
be
that's why we
me
touched the back over with Chronic.
Chronic.
You know,
No.
next
Yeah,
big
man.
lick again.
Yeah.
Big tune. Big tune.
Mhm.
But it's all right. I'm going to show you a hypothetical thing, right? How comes the modern reggae bands then can just be born on Monday and put 1,000 people in a club on Sunday? Is it by coincidence? If you don't understand the modern reggae band, which is the white reggae bands from California and all different places, using the same reggae format, you know, same chicky boof, one drop, jump, same everything. Yet still, the dance style and all, everything with the power that them say to run the place, cannot turn that into that bad. You know, so something is wrong somewhere. Yes, we have a demographical problem.
Yeah, without a doubt.
You understand? But the content, all right, Aina Kamosi, Hot Stepper, gone back in the Billboard chart 15 years later.
I
Why?
just seen
Because
that
it's
yesterday.
a great song. It's a great song.
And I think them use the commercial.
Yeah, the Starbucks.
yeah.
Starbucks.
Any party you go on and you touch the needle upon that, or Sirata upon it. Here comes the hot step, murder.
So-
It engrosses everything. Drum and bass, hip hop, everything with
So we have to
reggae.
big up Salam Remy.
Yeah,
The
man.
man we producing of the Fijis. In
Though
Winehouse.
it is the greatest.
Salam.
Bob Marley, one love, make more money than the whole reggae industry make.
Eh? Can
Can you believe that? One song
One song.
Yeah.
turn into a movie, turn into a song with then him have 3 little birds and next man start again. What it is the quality of the music, my virgin. It's nothing less or more.
Because that's usually a question I usually ask my wife when we listen, because she listens to a lot
you
of old
can't
music.
understand every word. You can't, every man in the world can, one love,
Relate.
a great melody, 3 little bird on my doorstep. Like, you know, what I'm saying? What? Even me don't understand what it's
So tell me something. What tastes better? Fast food or real food we cook good?
Real food, book God.
Real food.
So that's it. We need to give the people them move some more real food. Make the dance. We're not fighting, no, enjoy yourself. As Prince Butter said, enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink, you know.
Right,
It's later than you think.
It
You
may
know
be
what I mean?
later than you think.
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself.
You know what I mean? Knowledge, wisdom, understand was given to us by the master. You understand? So we not fight nothing, but I just staying in the travesty along the way. Just sit down and cut up some money and season up a one thing. Now. Give me a one thing. Give me a one thing. Give me a little drum and bass. Touch me a little thing.
What Ian is saying, I agree with 100%. My problem is that we take what we have, and I don't think this is just a Jamaican thing. I think it's a cultural thing among colored peoples of the world. We take what we have and we throw it aside and figure, okay, go for something new. You know,
What's next? What's
Yeah,
next?
yeah.
What's
Well,
next?
not colored people alone. Everybody can evolution.
you know.
But you know,
Change
the
the
thing about
sound.
reggae, you know, when me I say all the while, reggae music so powerful that we take mainstream pop song, put them on a reggae, and the man who originated the pop song and do them, red, red wine. Nobody else says that Neil Diamond tune.
Mhm.
You remember? Neil Diamond is always a Jamaican youth, right? It was a Neil
So
Diamond.
heard, we're not sure, but I'm just saying it has big up a lot of different people because the reggae that UB40 and the different English groups make is different reggae from what the American white reggae bands make. You understand? Because who is Ali Campbell's favorite singer? John Wood. You listen to John Wood diction, man.
Yeah, man, wicked, man.
Help me make it through the night. 1,000 volts at Wolf. I wanna run away from you. The man diction is like the man of a John Wood's thing with orchestra, you know. Not orchestra and orchestra thing with
Quest,
you know.
eh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Call Mr. Roy Shell.
Oh, while them artists there, you know, Roger, all them left, all
All
them
them
believe me. Yeah, joke, man. Though, you have some artists, man. When them artists come on, as Jamaica people says, anywhere in the world I go, and I'm man, I say, where you come from? Come from Jamaica. I'm say, so what go on tonight? And I'm say, oh, you got a concert. Say, you know, you come from Jamaica. If it says stage show,
Now you're talking.
you know he's a Jamaican.
You know, I guess people are, and, you know, proud to be Jamaican. I see the guy from Canada,
Mhm.
the Indian comedian. What's his name again?
Russell Peters.
Russell Peters. And you hear the man say, there's no people in the world that he has ever met as an Indian man, God will went to them, that love them culture and them not change it and move like Jamaican. You see, every year Jamaican man with a different accent. I tell you, see, Virgin, Jamaica, we love it. And we have, and I guess this question been asked many, and tried to answer many times. How come 4,400 square miles? So powerful. Athletics, music, all of Africa, you guys reggae music. All the world is reggae music. How come?
I think the number, what would sum that up, probably even to circle what you just said, would be the passion.
I will read it.
Passion.
I
You're
remember.
passionate about whatever you're
I
passionate
remember my father telling me about his experience in England in World War II, where that town, Kingston Town, if you can, Kingston Town. I see the video of the
Lord
man them going
Creator.
off, Lord Creator going off, and of all the soldiers, the color, the dark black soldiers, was black soldiers from Africa, black soldiers from America in England at the time. And who stand out the most and give the most trouble and stand up for them rights the most? Jamaican. Englishman afraid of us the most out of everybody because we say, we are I don't even him say, my father used to tell him friend them, come drink them scotch buns and talk about all time days. Memories everybody. We have them, you West don't have them, remember them days. And him say, even the black American soldiers, when Jamaica and that, they must say, hey, where you guys from? Keep it down. White man. I say, man, I salute you guys, but you're not afraid of nobody. I mean, we're not afraid. Oh.
It's a hurt, the passion, the I'm proud to
Maroon, African, them drop weed at the ship when them come up Kings and the slave master trailer drop weed from the bottom, they spit as Bob said. Why them do some different drop
Is that thing that we can't forget. If we forget it, we're going to go straight. You know, every man have a thing to say, and I said this and said that, but the real thing of it is, reggae music never come here, as I said, as a style and fashion. It was a way of life that was born out of the people. It come from when we was happy. When Jamaica people say up young and gay, you are young and gay, so let's roll along.
But please look at the music.
But that's what it was.
The music before it was ska when we were happy.
Yeah.
Then it started to get a little serious during independence, rock steady, slow it down right.
Get conscious.
You know what I mean? Get conscious. You
Yeah,
know,
Rasta.
But remember, you know, early days, you know, you got to dance from 8 o'clock, you know. And it's, when you leave the dance, you wait, you know what I mean? No man now stand up on all that. When as tune lick, wait till the gunshot thing come out, the pow come from. It's just so when tune lick off. You know what I mean?
Rhythm that.
Yeah, the rhythm wicked man. Some friends and people are, you know, sometimes when you look and see the whole film and you see these people dancing still, then you see them with the rock steady, then you see them out from the movie. I was talking to a big person in Jamaica this evening and I said, what happened to the Jamaica movie industry? How do they come? Look at all the movies that used to make that give us a feel.
Orange, I think.
Of course, Smile Orange, How Did They Come,
Yeah.
Rockers. There was a lot
In
on
the
Children of
movie there
Babylon.
when I cook the lobster.
Countryman.
Countryman.
Yes, the man says,
Science, sir. It's science. I don't know, brethren. I don't know. I just pray that God will just guide it and bring it to the right place, you know?
No, definitely, because you would definitely say that music is a reflection of what the people are going through at this period of time. So when you listen, if you go back to music in the 70s, you could tell, okay, this is what was happening in Jamaica just by listening to the music.
Listen to the song, them.
Mhm.
You understand? All right, look at a tune like Loving Papa. You ever hear the words? I'm not in a position
to maintain
you. You understand?
the way you are
Accustomed to. But when it comes to loving, I'm all right. Because in that era, every Jamaican man have at least 3 women and pick the outer street, you understand?
Yeah.
So it's a thing. So just listen back to tune them
and the great Babandi.
yeah.
I remember meeting Babandi for the first time. I rejoiced. Babandi love to talk. My master and him come back from England and he was there and look up to them because I was impressed. Bob can talk and reason. That man have some reasoning.
Chippy man. You know that tune, eh? Him said to be true to one another. You know, them
kind and gentle to each other.
You know what I mean? So,
Them days there.
all right, look at Babu Bam. Say, people see me acting. Listen to the words, my brother. People see me acting strange, but they don't understand the pangs of hell that I feel.
Yeah.
Listen to the man words what the man talking about, you know.
Yeah, man.
Come see a man, go on, but it's a sufferation. You understand me? My clothes and my shoes to tear up.
Yeah.
Babu, babaya. So, you know, all right. I remember when we went to New York once and was playing the show and we finished the show and going like a party, Jamaican party, like basement party. There were about 50, 60 people at the party. And the DJ put on, I want to go back home. the crowd
Down.
is not even singing the lyrics. Them singing the on part.
Ba-
Up, up, ba, da, 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 da. That, you know what I mean?
da-da.
When you get that kind of involvement, it's feel. The music was sinking into the soul of the people.
And memories too, you know.
They can't get no
Memories,
job here.
music.
I got to
Go
I
back
got to go
home.
back home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's what was feeling, because immigration is not an easy thing in our virgin. But what made immigration easier? Your friends started to come.
Right.
So you start to create an enclave. You know, you can get patty down your stuff.
Right.
You can get a goat chicken
your
down
own
your stuff.
A community that you're
yeah.
creating. A
Own-
community.
That's it. You get acclimated. So we're educated about
And
Jamaica
music,
people and that
family.
maybe some man can read and write, but him smart as hell. As a man, some can count money. You understand me?
I don't know one Jamaican that can't count. He may not be able to read, but he can certainly count.
We're not stupid. And it's just that I don't know where we went astray. A lot of things I feel is that they start to rebuff Rasta for something that
Well,
was not
It's
there.
not that. It's media. You see
I don't know.
this whole thing about global economy and
Yeah,
this
what
one
is it?
world thing. The media, we start getting the same television shows from America. We start getting Kellogg's cornflakes and
Yeah.
we get so
over the color now.
yeah. So all of this
We don't
stuff,
revere,
yeah.
brethren. We don't revere our thing. What is
yeah.
to us, our thing. I remember one time, one of the first time I went to Thailand. And I don't know, India or whatever. I couldn't walk around as much as they could walk. They kind of was sitting around. And I saw the monks and the thing with the artifacts, the museum. And I was kind of sitting in the van and I see the monk them. And I said to myself, King, these people so peaceful, so and at the tyrant, I got a lot of practice.
Mhm.
But the reverence to the king, reverence to Buddhism, brother to mid. And I sit down and I said, God, what we reverence to bad man thing, couple man, back down. We reverence, there's no culture, we leave a culture along the way. At least when Rasta did that, Rasta had something, to have Africans, something to our reverence. We need to get back to something like that. We can't just kill one another and talk about what other people do. No. Forget about the other man. I think about Jamaica make something in the way where the world can look how we say. Why Jamaican people really, that one love thing is really true.
Africa look to us, you know.
Right.
Africa look to reggae music and the messages. You know how much Mandela song did come out?
Yeah.
Thousands of Mandela songs come out.
yeah.
That's why Mandela said, when I go, I am going to Jamaica.
There you go.
Because that's where I heard the music of the people that was singing about
Yes,
me.
sir.
Okay. I want to, because you guys' history is, we're talking about from 68 until 2024 right now. So I want to talk about some key moments because there's no way we could cover everything. One thing that you guys are, to me, this sounds like the song that keeps giving. Bad Boy. All right? Because I know that song was re-recorded 2 or 3 times before it made it to the super
About two
mega
times,
hit.
about one time.
One time.
It was on the one-way album.
And
Yeah.
we really changed that.
Oh, you may have had,
We did
may have
versions.
had a remix
Yeah,
or
we like
something
when
like
we
that.
do Atlantic.
But it wasn't re-recorded over.
It wasn't
It was done on the
re-recorded.
Bad Boy, on the one-way album. The
Yeah.
first album we ever released on CD by Dr. J.
Yeah.
Like we gave him, we're not like say it was him one, we licensed it to him.
Mhm.
You know?
That's the song that, as I said, kept giving.
Keeps on giving.
What was the connection between the song and then the show? How did a song
Which
like
show?
that, Cops? How did a song like that
we look
become
for a
a
song.
TV
All right,
song?
all right.
It was not written for the show.
That's
Factual. It was
okay.
not written for that.
No, not at
show.
all.
The song existed before the show.
Yeah, for
As
sure.
the man said, before.
Before the show. Somebody was working on the set of the show.
The man was just
The
looking for a song.
the show was started in Broad County, right up the street. Our first studio was in Broad County, right up there.
It was two the
Somebody
man a
work-
shoot in the air and the man want a tune and the man them baby come and them get offered all of probably a lot of songs. And it wasn't until the last moment them really come back and say, well, I think this song in
Song will
particular
work.
suit what we kind of, we thought it was a docudrama
Yeah.
being shot like a one-off, just a thing about police. We didn't know it was so much. We didn't see the footage of the show, understand what the show was about really, until it came out. And then we say, damn. And then people start saying, well, I don't want them to defend police. But hey, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But as you say, the song that keeps on
Giving.
and giving. Yes, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Learn the lyrics.
Yeah. Okay. So then we know it's a song that keeps giving. What was the thinking behind writing a song like that in the first place?
I always know. It's just along the progression of seeing the bad man thing at Jamaica, and, because a lot of people don't know the word. Chuck it upon the mother, chuck it upon the father.
We
I don't-
live certain things.
People don't know
live
it.
certain things with other
Yeah.
people, and basically, you're writing about situations that you see. That's basically what
It's like tenement yard. A lot of people don't understand that stuff.
But again,
What is a tenement yard?
Hey, don't know. Everybody know.
The essence of a tenement yard is a project.
Mhm.
Because in Jamaica, when the Englishman did the colonization, the pipe, which you call the standpipe, would be in the middle.
At the tenement, yeah.
So it's like a square without a front. So you want bed, you put a toothbrush, put your underwear head and go to stand by and beat. So in the tenement yard, if you come with 3 bag of grocery a month,
is it too much watch you watch?
you know, see how big man are coming in a 3 bag of grocery him have, So it's the watch you watch here. But
and
it's
it's talking.
yeah, it's the same thing in a corporate thing.
Mhm.
You work in a corporate place and you have a white girl and say, what do you think he is, man? That tenement yard can be anywhere, It
Yeah.
don't specifically have to be in the ghetto. You know what I mean?
As we say, the songs come out of real situation. You know what I mean? That they are lived situations, but not exactly
Right.
like that. But
The relevance.
the
but
relevant.
they don't look at inner circle as a band like that. In other words, a man might say why them guys there. But we came from a more band background because you have singing groups them with a backing band. That's why Chris Blackwell incorporated Carly and Family Man
as a band,
musical
band,
Band.
singers,
You
the
understand?
Wailers.
So the lead singer playing a guitar and
Right.
the difference. You understand? So we came from that era where it's a band. It's a band. So that's how our songs and our thing is from that derivative. Is what we see and how we see the world as a more, open place and an open market to make our music to be more palatable across the board.
Because
You know what I mean?
a lot of people, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, faces similar situations
There you
anywhere.
go.
So from you make
We're
a
all
song,
human beings, brother.
then it
We're
makes
all
sense.
human beings.
Mhm.
As the man say, everybody want on Sunday, read the paper up on Sunday.
Yeah. Solidarity.
Solidarity is the same.
Everybody want the same thing,
Them want
don't
go
they?
school, good school. The man in India, the man in Poland, the man in Saudi Arabia is the same thing. It's only that certain cultures impact upon those environments to make things different. It's just like my friend at school I tell me about.
So the original lyric of the song was "Bad boys, bad what you gonna do when life come for you,"
yeah.
which is the liberty of life. You understand me? So our music is really a reflection of what we have experienced and what we see. You know what I mean? Bob is a whole different thing, whereas a whole imagery of his reality and his situations that he go through. But it's universal, as
It
I
is
say.
universal.
No woman, no cry.
It
you know
is
what I mean?
universe.
And do you think that's what's missing out of reggae and dancehall right now? Is that universal
No,
message
dancehall
and feel?
tell the story same way, but in a different way, a different feel.
But
same
I think
story,
it
né?
might be. But
But only some of these stories to me, little bit too graphic
Right.
and too
I
hardcore.
can't even understand.
Yeah.
But in
I
essence,
Hey,
in
I'm going on pushing
essence,
and get this on.
what is a dancehall? Dancehall in the original I know was Foresters Hall and the lawn them. That was a dancehall where the event was kept. The genre of dancehall music in the 90s came out of the reggae saying this and a man wanted to chop a starter In other words, they want to make a thing called a version.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of them play chicken, but this come from where? It's mental. That's mental, you know.
Even Afrobeat, listen to Afrobeat.
It's
but all of it came from Africa. This is a whole African feel.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So that it's been in Jamaica a long time.
It's so funny that even doing that, you're playing the rhythm track, and the mixer or the DJ is using the faders
with the button
to do the same stuff.
That's what I call a mix.
Earlier in the conversation, I said that bands were really like if modern day DJs. So then that makes sense. So then if the DJ now has to emulate the band and mix, making that same song. So
but in essence, it went backwards. The DJ was the first mixer, then the band them started to mix. Because, all right, you see, Wheel, early days when the band them used to go to Europe, you know, the man said, Wheel, you know, the people think, why that band makes so much mistakes? They never understand, says a forward. You understand? The audience didn't understand. Because Wheel, literally, some people over Wheel. Because you're only supposed to wheel when the crowd go rain. That you never play it back again. You must say, that's nice, play it back one more time. From the top. You understand? But I'm on to wheel. You get off the crowd, and sometimes the tune wicked and I'm on just wheel. Really?
Yeah.
Wait till the vibe. You know what I mean?
100%.
But as I say, every one of our wheel can bear some things say, hush. And you just stick it down.
It's their style. That was Bad Boys. Another one, massive song. Sweat. I want to see you sweat.
Again, this the liberty. The liberty, life experience of what you see around you. You know?
That love song. Some people say, girl, I'm going to make you sweat some more. I'm going to cry some more. But it's not about, I mean, Sweat is the number one song all over the world. The Uber man who carry me today come from Chile. And when I tell the man, Vina Lamar, the man said, I said, that's you, la la la, and start things right, this stuff.
The funny thing is that everybody put this sexual connotation on Sweat. but as I say, it's more about liberty.
It's a love song, man. Them take it to whatever they want. Love, big brown eyes. It's a love song. I mean, what I say, okay, Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing, that's my biggest tune in the world. Bob Marley's Warm Songs, I want to put it, has made a bigger impact on the world than them harder songs. Yeah. No One No Cry is a world. Any show you go, and as a band, and if you performing on a show and the show can on a spot, you just play as I hear that one lighter come up, everything. So it's so funny. You have 7 Marleys, and all of them play their father repertoire. Isn't that a powerful thing? That all your sons can play your music and be accepted. That when them say, when tired to see my face, can't get me out of the race, it's a factual thing. That's what I tell you, say, reggae music is not a joke thing, my brother. And the man them for stop treat it like it's something disposable. It is not. You know, I want to get that over to the audience and make them know, say, respect is due to reggae music. Them love it still, you know. You know, them love it, man. Love all the old time tune and the deep brown, on to the scat. No show up, no dance, and nothing can run. Basement party, anything. Love and hate. Love and hate.
You have to have those songs. Those songs are part of the deal to really carry the party to the plateau of where it could go. When you hear those songs come on,
you see all the old people and young people. I remember the old people in the house. I play for the young people. The young people, my grandson is what? 4.5. You know my favorite tune is? I don't know them Kingston Town. I don't can't sing the tune. They know about reggae. As what Barry said. Remember the days used to rock away. Those were the days. Wicked. Them till make you like tears out of your eyes, you know. You remember the good time, man. When people, when a man is your friend, a man is your friend, you know. You know what I mean? Me personally, me love the 90s dancehall. Love it. Okay. When I super say, you know, about the world with super talk, love your super argument them. None of them artists there, even when we have a security company, when Charlie,
Chaplin.
Chaplin.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, hey, I remember many things. You know. I
No,
remember
super bad man. Super.
yeah, man, super hard, man.
When you taking the rampart.
Yeah, man.
Cat, to tell you the truth,
It's
Super
jailhouse
Cat's
to
one of
send
my
you to go back.
favorite
No, man, super
artists.
hard,
When it
man.
comes to Super Cat, one of my favorite artists, period.
Super said the word eagle and the beer.
Ruben, nobody.
Super don't play, man.
Yeah.
I can't stop love reggae music, man.
Action, not a bag of mouth. Man said, gangster, we shoot you in the middle day. Gangster, car park up in the shade. Gangster.
So you don't really have a problem with gun lyrics per se if it makes sense. That's
That's a hardcore. Because I talking the truth, I say, everywhere have gangster. Canada have gangster, America have gangster. Them, and nobody romance gangsterism like American movies.
Like Hollywood.
Godfather, like Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah. Everybody
the,
know
the,
Lucky
the gangster gets all the girls.
Because they
You know
put
what I
me
mean?
in the bank, I'm a bank
I'm a
manager.
bank manager.
Put me in the dope house, see me in the meter. Yeah, man. But you know what I'm saying? You see, those days when the man even licked the gun lyrics, it never felt so
Sinister.
mesmerizing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
Like joke.
yeah.
I think what the word that we all might be looking for, it was more artistic. It wasn't
Yeah.
just anybody could just say anything. It took an artist to say something in
You
an
might have to
artistic
rhyme
way
right, man.
where it didn't sound as bad as what they were really saying in the song.
Yeah.
It was more covered up in a
But take for
certain
instance,
type of
in
way.
Leroy Smart, Ballistic Affair. You saw eat.
We used to cook when we
That's
come together as one brother.
As
But
one.
you black at this arena,
Right.
and me black at jungle.
Right.
You know, we have to kill. You understand? You know,
Ballistic Affair.
all right. Leroy not a hard and a normal brother. And Leroy said, without love, we can't go on.
But look at the polar opposite that they were. Without love and Ballistic Affair are two completely different music from
Yeah,
the
but
same
they might come to
Yeah,
the
but
same
remember
point.
what I'm saying in Ballistic Affair, you know.
They
I'm
must come back.
saying through the political divisions, you know.
Right.
That's what causing the
Bob
Ballistic
said,
Affair, you
the
know.
man your brother
Everybody's
have to be
living
your
in
enemy.
fear.
Yeah.
You know?
The year get some little food, your brother have to be your enemy. Affair, you know.
But don't check
Politics.
Leroy as a light singer, you know.
No
Him have a
problem.
rotted attack killer empire style, you know. You know? All right, look on Gregory. It's one or two gun tune Gregory singing, you know. Pay love to Mr.
Yeah,
Isaac
man,
singing, you
yeah,
know.
man. Like
Meet me at the corner. Oh, God. Hey, them artists, them days they can't come back.
No, man,
big
Gregory hard, man.
Night Nurse.
By himself, Gregory. Gregory's like an ex-Jacob in a way. You have to love Gregory. No matter what Gregory do, you love him.
Their character, that's what it is. Their characters. They have this thing about
It's
them.
character, man.
You just have to love them. You're mad at them right now. They're gonna do something where they're gonna make you laugh.
With
and
that
smile.
crossroads one day right now the bus stop, you know. And two to move up on him well there, you know, and move up crossroads, you know, dip on the bike, you know, the man say, Gregory. And say, who that to call me? And him just run around, easy down, the man say, boy, Gregory, you go, him say, I'm going for tough gang, and him say, but big your red, no go pop in, you know, Gregory say, back to back, you know, the man rub up on me. Gregory said, back to back.
Oh, Gregory, whatever kind.
Isaacs, man. Gregory, that man never pass you and don't say good evening.
No, man,
Gregory,
Gregory good.
never anywhere in the world in the show they on. And they are Sweden. I'm Gregory in a club, I play in the club, I rock and so done. And I go backstage and say, boy, Gregory, wicked so him say, me look sexy. Gregory want to see it
That's
too,
why
sir.
they trim. One time they trim and they have the low. The low.
Oh, wow.
No, man, those, you feel the reggae music, man.
Yeah.
We lose the feel, as them say we lost the loving feeling.
It's true.
You know,
Yeah.
this kind of, you know, I don't know what to call it, man.
Yeah.
The music eerie, man. It's eerie.
But
I don't remember one reggae artist early days coming up then. Where every time you see him about 20, 30, man, I walk behind him, man. You want someone.
So that wasn't a thing back then.
No,
It
no,
wasn't a
sir.
big
No.
entourage walking around.
Here, I'm going to give you my last irony of the new music that is out there. How can you go into a party with 100 women and 200 man and nobody dances with one another? There's no interaction. Man dance and woman dance. What is that? Then they put them phone and just pose up in the bag. No interaction. Or you get a girlfriend. Back in the day, you go dance step and play a big
Yes.
whether it's rubber dub, whether it's what you do. No, woman with a man with nobody interact. Everybody come out and dance, move and think. What? No, it's the dance, and it's the dance, go. And that's how we know dance. You understand? Are they there to control to or watch the DJ? Or you look a girl to go dance still? You understand? Yeah, you have man ever stand up on a drink and, you know, the man corner. But the dance corner have to right. You understand?
Rent a tile days.
So, you know, I wish to be the best. As I say, life is not promised to no man. You understand? You just have to thank for the blessing of God. You know, as the woman say, I love you, Lord. You know, every day that I wake up, you know, understand me? I know the greatness of God. It's just that you have to look on right now, because without His blessing, you understand, and the Father, the other day when we go Ethiopia and land at Addis Ababa, man, tears run down my eyes, man. Hey, Java about 1,000 plane, you know, red, green, and gold. Yeah, man, Ethiopian Airlines, man, the people them proud, man. People them proud, man, treat you like king, man. And this massive picture, you know, massive big picture. You see, well, mile away, big, maybe whatever side, big, of His Majesty, with Jomo Kenyatta, with all the big African leaders, them standing about 6 of them, you know. The man from Tanzania, when the name again, I can't remember all of them. Nyerere. Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
see,
man, they
that,
come and
that's
tell me,
proud.
you know.
That makes you, when
What you
people
mean,
see
man?
that,
What
that,
you mean,
that
man?
makes
What
you
you
proud
What
in
you
your
mean,
heart
man?
and make you stand up and say, yes.
People them, and them
this
will
is
be
what we
areas
do.
of Jamaican, and them say, oh, I just Jamaica. They want, they could be in the 4,400 in the square, man. Love, by the time the plane fly over, I say, that was the way. Man, and the reggae is the message that, like, you know, when man beat jump? Yeah. And that message the reggae music send out to the world. That there's a set of people them who, you know, but the man said there's a land far, far away. Where there's only night, there's only day. Look into the book of life and you will see that what kind of, where them words they inspire me, that me want hear. Something that inspire me. You know what I'm saying, me? You know, it's true and wicked always like that. Just life to live.
One tune.
So let us live. Feel no way when I man say. You know what I mean? Rasta man, he makes no plans. You know what I mean? Bad man. Them tune that can't dead, my virgin. Can't done. Can't not recyclable music, them man. Cause in the dangerous moments when you feel away and down. Yeah. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's joke, man. A girl lick me down already, you know, reverse and lick me down on the ground, you know. 4 days me in the hospital, you know. And the nurse will come take care of me, have tattoo on her and 3 birds, you know. And she come and do, and I'm say, why you have that on your hand?
Mm-hmm.
They say when our house burn and she lose everything, she play Bob Marley tune 100 times, 3 little bird. Don't worry, everything will be alright. Powerful thing that you know, my virgin.
100%.
It's powerful something that go peanut. Remember, you know, we is what? How much % water? It's the soul, you know. That is like the law we're buying us, you know. Without that, we have nothing, Bridget. You know what I mean? I want to sound too emotional, but it's real.
No, man, but this is why I have these conversations. We're about to wind down, but there's 2 pivotal moments I want to ask you guys in your career. One was 1993, winning the Grammy Award. All right. How did that feel? A group coming from how many square miles did you say Jamaica is?
4,411.
How did that feel now winning a Grammy, which is America's biggest prestige?
Thing, I respect it and I don't respect it. Thank you.
I feel the same way.
One of the reasons about that is that we are treated like second class because what we have contributed to the mainstream genre is not right that them Anglos like that. Because Paul Simon Modern Child Reunion would not be made. Would not be made if they didn't respect reggae.
You can name them.
But you know, I get a feeling sometimes that like they give reggae Grammy, like it's a Grammy for Polish music. Like I'm going to say, oh, Grammy for Polish music.
And you know, them treat it all reggae music is a far, it is way more popular. It is in a popular.
No disrespect to Polish music.
No, we're just drying out with them.
But remember, you know, you get it at 12 o'clock in the day.
You
When
know what I
nobody
mean?
is there. Like a man is calling and say, big man, hold on.
Yeah, all that and
Next man.
next man. No man, our thing, big man.
One day.
The biggest
One
artist
day.
in the
Give a
world.
one television link now. Just bring on a one man
Yes.
one time, man. Not this
Yes.
every day.
So why do you, okay, we know that that's a problem. Why do you think they deal with the reggae portion of the Grammys like that? And
Don't
again,
know.
remember, this was from
I
in the
don't know.
80s to right now.
Representation. Represent.
Yes, till the
Everything have to
Latin
do with
Grammys
money,
come,
you know,
and the Latin
because-
Grammys is done
because
for the.
That's
But then,
okay.
if you're
There you
into
go.
media and broadcasting, you have to have someone who can bring the juice.
Right.
So that part of them, they need sponsor. TV time is very expensive.
Mhm.
So who is there? Maybe Ziggy Marley, maybe one of the Marleys could come represent or something. No, what's the progression of YG? YG is definitely because his mother is Lauren and his father is Ron. So
Not only that, but right now she have the #1 album in America.
you know,
Well, that's at the top of the charts right now.
Mhm.
What's the Miseducation of Lion? It just went back to the top of the charts.
But what we said earlier in the conversation,
she's a
good
great-
music.
she's a great
Artist.
entertainer
She's
and an
very good,
artist and a
very good.
person.
Very good artist.
So I'm just showing you that the whole thing of what was done in Jamaica from way back early days, coming right up from the start to right, it's almost like a movement, you know.
A movement.
It formed a massive movement.
I,
you
I
know.
want to say something earlier and I didn't say it, but it's again, a great philosopher once said that reggae music is a stream. I see it more like the River Nile. The River Nile has many tributaries, but there's still one Nile.
It's not a joke, you know, Bertie. And even today I was talking to your friend out here and I said the responsibility of an artist is very serious.
Mhm.
Because he can say some things and people take it as the norm. You understand? And you have to remember that because it's influencing people, you know. To the young person now, them say, well, I'm not that, man. That's a tune, man. No. Watch the behavior. You know what I mean? Psychology say you have triggers and tunnels, you know. And those are things that interact people. I listened to a big English composer the other day who composed a theme song to BBC. I listened to him for about an hour. And I said, that's how they do it. He said he wanted a song. They wanted a song to attract their attention and also wake people up. So what wake people up? The clock, time. Then go tick, 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 tick. It gotta be something constant. Then them need a global pad. That when it's sound like the world. Then young people into EDM music and then him put an element of this. So he was making a song like you cooking food. So remember, you know, that happened to Jamaica music, but we never calculated it like that. I'm on it. All right. The plucking, when I'm going ring, ding, ding, is a man invent that by just muting the
Yeah.
string, you know. The checker, the chop. You know what the chop is? Not borrowing the card, but muting the string, you know. Check, check. But Linktate, who was not a Jamaica, invented the drawing of the cards. Jam, bop, tick, tick. All the earning wrangling again. Our reggae is on the 2 and the 4. So the invention of these things was not planned, you know. It's a skill.
Vibes.
It's a skill and the vibe, as Bob said.
Vibe.
Can reggae be duplicated? Bob said yes, but the feel. The feel.
The way them white boy play reggae, them not play reggae like how.
Some of them come near and them study it and them fight. But the natural feel of the African, the
Certain
struggle that's in the
things can be
DNA,
duplicated.
the fire that
certain
come out of
things
it when it-
cannot. And
you know,
that's
it's
just
just
what it
the
is.
police. The police is reggae. The birds do chant, chant, chant.
Yeah.
It's like dub, chant, All right. What did dub invent? Drum and bass to EDM. The
Right.
3/60 millisecond delay. Tub is invent that in him
Yeah.
house, you know. When Tub is in there, shot, ping, 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 ping.
And before there were all these synthesizers,
Of course.
there was an oscillator.
Tubby's make that. Tubby's make that. You ever got Tubby's studio?
You know,
Tubby's studio never bigger than that. And your voice in our closet. The man is innovators, man.
what Tommy did was use the oscillator with a delay, then add a reverb to the end of it. Those are the same sounds
Mr. Osborne,
that EDM is using today.
Right.
Osborne, run up, man. Them man invent dub music. In Tub is hi-fi, you know. Remember, you know, Tub is bill him amp, you know, virgin. Bottom, middle, and top, you know. Wine him transform. This man was genius, man.
You know, we call it electronic dub music. You know what I mean? They call it electronic dance music, but that's what we really
It's
say.
dub.
Electronic dub
It's
music.
dub.
ID.
E-
No, ED.
EDM.
Electronic dance, electronic dub.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You just change dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From dub to dance. So it's the same thing.
These are
And
the
they're
things.
using the same things.
These are the things, my virgin. From your platform, you need to reiterate this to the people and make the people understand, say, this is not an overnight thing. You understand? I don't think the reggae just come up like the man just pull it up out of hat. There's a lot of people. Tommy McCook, Dan Drummond. These men, Dan Drummond is not no ordinary people, you know. This is some top-rate jazz musician, you know.
mainly jazz and jazz equating to bebop.
Man in the street. Feel it.
Yeah.
Dan Drummond.
Yes, people.
Right.
Inner Circle says so. Nice to meet you. The next time you see you in a circle, come and enjoy our show because we don't play with it.
Part two coming up.
Coming up part 2. We know part 2 too, you know, enough trouble.
Listen,
Yeah.
I knew that this, I'm not even going to call this an interview. This conversation and this history lesson was going to be special, but I did not have no idea it was going to be this special.
And if you say so, brethren,
And
No
that's
problem.
what I
Respect to
say.
you.
A long
respect.
time I watch, you know, I listen to some artists when they interview, you know. So me know the blogging good, man, you know.
entertainment
report.
report podcast. And
Mr.
if you went to
Ian.
little school, we can read a little bit.
But let me tell you something, what you have to watch out for.
Mhm.
AI. It's coming.
Know that.
I'm gonna go hold with sampling and just take, you know, you can talk to AI and say, make me a Studio One beat. And it just take all the different elements and it is fragments of different things and make you one job beat. Can you believe that shit?
That is insane. The fact that where you guys seen it come from, where it is now, in your mind, if you really sit down and think about it, it's supposed to be mind-boggling. You started making music when computers had nothing to do with music. Now computers almost has everything to do with
Hey,
music.
listen,
where we are
Reggie,
right
when Cox have audition, you know, you have a man with take audition, you know.
Yeah.
Because you can't go send the wrong man to Mr. Dad, you know. Come and say Jackson. You have a man down Bond Street, go down there to that Mike.
That's the so that's it. That's why. You want my family to find a dead no great. What kind of tune that?
You have a sing good
That's the
tune.
first thing.
Yeah.
Because when the musician here, you can't come in a foolishness, you know. Because remember, you used to have a box guitar and them I take your tune, you know. Yeah, man.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. I can't wait to actually circle back and
Yeah,
we could
Reggie.
and we could have another enlightening conversation because
Next
there's
time
so
we can
many
show you over the
things.
studio.
Yeah, next
sure.
time
We
I'll
can
give you a guided tour
Yeah.
of the real circle house where the world record. Name any big tune and it make right over there.
Okay.
Somebody-
I got you brought up something. We're sitting in this crazy room right now, right?
Rehearsal,
To
inner
me-
circle rehearsal room.
This is the live room, the
Live.
live rehearsal.
Can you
room.
give me 5 names of artists that's recorded inside of these studio walls?
What's your name again? Alicia Keys.
Shakira,
Shakira, Alicia Keys. Well,
piano man.
Pharrell,
But piano man him.
in here, that. Yeah, no much.
Pharrell, Dallas Austin.
No, well, that's the studio in general. Talking about this particular room.
Oh,
Oh,
well, this room is new, you know. I remember saying, you know, it's 20th, going 30th years.
You know who you got a lot in this room? Casey and the
Casey.
Sunshine.
Casey in the Sunshine Band.
Take your booty.
Lauren Hill
Lauren, yes, a lot
Lauren
in
Hill.
here. Yes.
and Carlos Santana. We have a picture
Yeah.
right over there.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna so second conversation, we're gonna get a tour and talk about what we see.
All right, Bridget. We can go over the studio.
Let me give you an outro before you get up and get you out of here, all right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinesmusichut.com.